Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and this is the daily scan for November 2nd, Friday of 2012. Let's start. Oops, I'm all out of sync here. Have my first cup of coffee under my belt and the sleep rubbed out of my eyes, and I'm ready to rock and roll. Just a quick glance at the market here. We all know we had a really good day yesterday. It was up. Well, a good day if you're bullish. Not such a good day if you were bearish. But today looks like it's starting out comparatively flat. We'll take a look at the Dow first real quick. And we had this nice candle yesterday, and today we're opening, well, at the high at least, and it's down a little bit, but still looking pretty good. We'll have to see how this continues to move here. S&P looks pretty much the same. NASDAQ was a little unusual yesterday, I thought anyway, mainly because I don't think Apple did much yesterday. It wiggled around a little bit, but I don't think it made any big moves in either direction. So the NASDAQ did pretty well. Apple's weighs so heavily on it. And the Russell 2000 also looks pretty much the same. And this is where we saw where I pointed out that divergence yesterday. It's kind of unusual. Now, I don't know how this happened on this particular chart, but my stochastic is supposed to be on the top. So, a little bonus here. It's pretty easy. I'll show you how to flip those around. Joe Blow stochastic, I'll just say move up and say okay, and now it's up on top. I don't know how it ended up down below. Alright, let's go take a look at our A+ list. As I mentioned, Apple wiggled around. Didn't really do much yesterday. I wanted to show you though, this particular kind of candle right here is called a doji. The open and the close is equal or very close to each other. So you get what looks like actually a spinning top. There is a candle called a spinning top, but this isn't. It looks like a spinning top, but they call it a doji. And that is a reversal indicator, which it turned out to be here. And well, not so much here. They're open and close together, and range tight. So the wicks, the top and the bottom wick, should be kind of close to each other. Almost a doji yesterday. We like to see the wicks equal in length and not closing, like it did yesterday towards the lower part of the wick. Will this be a reversal or not? Who knows? I mean, it's just works out that way a lot of times. It's an indicator of indecision and a possible market changing its mind about a particular stock. I'm not a candle expert, so, don't worry about me being able to give you any sort of really great education on candles. Amazon was one of our candidates from yesterday. You can see that the fast trace on a stochastic, I think this is magenta or pink or whatever you want to call it, line here still continues down. The green one is still up, and it's now above our intermediate point here, 55. But I got in yesterday anyway, and I got in late. I would have preferred to get in with a 230 credit spread, but I mean a 235 credit spread, which would have been way up here, which would have been great if I would have gotten in at the open. But I was doing something else when the market opened, something else market related anyway. with another strategy, and I didn't get to look at this actually until noon. And oops, I'm sorry, we're over here. We're over here. Here is the open. It would have been good to get in here at 9 o'clock or between 9:30 and 11 o'clock, but it didn't. I didn't get in until like 11:55 or something like that. So I have put my price level here. I keep a mark here where my short strike is. So let me just go in here. I would like to modify this. So I'm going to say edit properties. And I want to change this to a down arrow. So that's Alt 31. And that's my down arrow. Alt 30 is an up arrow like this. Alt 30 is an up arrow. And Alt 31 is a down arrow, in case you want to know how to do that. That's the ASCII keyboard shortcuts. So now I have a nice little nifty looking down arrow here saying that I want this to stay below. And it will show up here eventually. Here's another thing that I might want to do. Oops. Great. That was really cool. I think there used to be I saw an undo in here one time. Undo, delete price level. There we go. All right. Now, edit properties. We want to do these at the left edge. That's where I usually put them. All right, so now we know that we want this price to move below here. If we go back and take a look at our risk profile, right now we're at break even. And there's nothing going on with Amazon. They don't really trade anything until like 8 o'clock in the morning. Not like Apple that almost trades 24 hours a day, because it trades on other exchanges too. Take a quick look at Baidu. Nothing going there. Yeah. Earnings definitely hosed it up, so we're going to have to wait for things to settle out there. CF Industries may have a trend reversal here, quite possibly. Chipotle. Remember when I mentioned yesterday that this big drop, it's probably going to try to fill this gap. That isn't the way that I said it yesterday, but that's probably what it's going to try to do, is to fill this gap. So we'll wait to see what happens on that. So nothing going on there. Salesforce.com. Possibly going to reverse this trend, but we'll have to see what happens today with a potential slight pullback in the market. Take a look at gold quick. I really don't know how to interpret this, to tell you the truth. Don't know what's going on with gold here. I really don't understand it. I think there's a lot of people fighting over it. So there's weird things happening there. I don't know where this came from, what I was thinking with that particular one, but on Google, we looks like we're heading up here, and it's flat basically, so no interest here. With an uptrend, there would have been some interest back here, but this big bar down here makes me nervous, and after earnings I like to see things settle out a little bit, get back into a pattern. MasterCard, I missed that one yesterday, and I missed it big time. If I'd have been awake when the market opened here, might have been able to get in around here, and I made a mistake yesterday when I laid this thing out. I did a bear call when I wanted to do a bull put. At least one person caught me on that. That's good. And I apologize for that if you were confused, and I hope nobody actually took it literally and jumped in on it. But anyway, I missed it, and I am not going to chase it, so I'll just wait for it to do it again, like it did back here, and like it did back here. Price line. And I get rid of these drawings here. Price line, flat. Nothing going on. Earnings, what did they do here? They had a good earnings report, but that's only part of the report. The other part of the report is, earnings per share tells you just part of the story. Revenue forecast is a big, big part of the future, and we're seeing that aftermarket. We had a nice bump up. So you can, look at this, look at this. So here's the reason why you want to synchronize your crosshairs. When you go over here and take a look at aftermarket where it actually closed, you can see that over here it's actually at 639, 640, somewhere around there. So theoretically, when it opens today, it's going to gap up here. So we're going to wait for that one to settle down too. And look what it does at earnings. I mean, this is crazy. This is crazy. This is a crazy stock, let me tell you. I just don't understand it. But way to go, William Shatner. All right, now, Panera Bread, nothing happening. Still waiting for stuff there. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and I guess we'll see you Monday morning, and happy trading.